In this series, we're celebrating the most important meal of the day.
Breakfast, anyone?
Morning morsels to munch along with your favourite characters.
How do you like your eggs?
It's time to serve the Breakfast Club. So much symbolism in cinema is half-baked, but a breakfast treat representing the whole multiverse? Now we're cooking. A single ring which can behold everything, somewhere, all at the same time? Is that it?
What is happening?
What is that? I got bored one day, and I put everything on a bagel. Sesame, poppy seed, salt. Sucked into a bagel.
I've got 300 millilitres of tepid water here. Add in a tablespoon of maple or malt syrup, and to that I'm going to add 7 grams of dried instant yeast. The water shouldn't be above max 50 degrees centigrade, as that will kill off the yeast. The sugar and the syrup will feed the yeast. Pop that aside for 10 minutes. If bubbles form and it becomes frothy, then you know that the yeast is alive and well. We're going to start this party with 500 grams of a strong white bread flour. Mix in a teaspoon of kosher salt and create a well in the middle for our liquid. Slowly pour in the yeasty water, mixing as you go. Once it starts to come together, tip the dough out onto a lightly floured worktop and start to knead. Don't dredge your surface in flour. We don't want to add lots and lots of additional flour and dry things out. The dough is going to knead. Get it? Knead?
Not.
Okay, 8 to 10 minutes to become smooth and elastic, whether in a stand mixer or by hand. If, like me, you're a masochist who wants to knead with your very own hot dog fingers, an easy method is pushing the dough across your body and away from yourself with one hand, and then pull back to the middle again, and then do the same again with the other hand in the opposite direction. You'll see on the surface that you're creating a heart-shaped pattern on your worktop. Literally putting love in your food. Barf. Once the dough is delightfully stretchy, pop it in an oiled bowl, cover it up and stick it somewhere warm to rise until it's doubled in size. This dough is enough for 8 bagels. Divide it up as evenly as you can and roll into 8 balls. To achieve that quintessential bagel shape, stick your finger right through the middle. Then stretch, pull and spin the dough to enlarge the hole. As the bagel rises, the hole will shrink, so make sure it's slightly too big at this stage, for without a black hole of existential despair, this is just a bread roll. We're going to give these 15 minutes to rest up before we get to cooking. Like pretzels, bagels cook in 2 stages. They need to be boiled before they are baked. For the boiling liquid, we need a large pan of boiling water, with a tablespoon of maple or malt syrup, and the magic ingredient, 2 teaspoons of bicarbonate of soda. Carefully lower the bagels into the water so you don't splash yourself, and and make sure you don't overcrowd the pot. The bagels don't need to be in the water for long, just 45 seconds on each side. This is an unusual step, but this is what sets bagels apart from other bread. Boiling the bagels stops the proofing process, so they keep their shape and close texture during baking. It also creates that shiny, chewy crust, synonymous with the perfect bagel bite. The final step before baking is smothering the bagels in everything seasoning. To make it stick, we need an egg wash. Beat 1 egg with a tablespoon of water and brush all over your babies with a pastry brush. Then pour the everything everywhere. Everything seasoning is a delightful mix of all the classic bagel toppings: sesame, poppy, onion, spiked with garlic and salt. It contains every single secret of the multiverse. Whack your bagels into a preheated oven at 160 fan for 20 to 25 minutes until they're a dark golden brown. And that's all, folks. The Everything Bagel. Enjoy this everything anywhere and all at once. You can find this and all our other recipes on our website, linked in the description box, along with any equipment used in this video. Remember, the first rule of Bite Club is, you talk about Bite Club.